Hello children, welcome to the class. Let us start the class. Ninth class English and the theme of the first unit is humor. Humor, and maybe we cannot imagine our life without humor. Humor, the meaning is humor meaning is to have fun. So simply let me write here fun. Once imagine a routine life, day long, if you'll go on engaging yourself in studies. Otherwise, if it is elders, if they go on completely doing their work, how boring may be the life. So having fun in our life, some humor in our life is very important. Human, there is no human without humor. So several sayings are there. Just like as I said, there is no human without humor. Maybe you are very lucky that God's gift is with us, that we have the feeling of humor, and we feel as the sad feeling we have, at the same time we can feel very happy also. We can express our happiness by laughing, by smiling, to greet others, to express our happiness, or to have some fun. We have the gifted uh, what is that part of our life, and we can laugh. Once imagine, if you can't laugh, if you don't have, just like animals, have you ever seen any animal is laughing? No, they don't have such kind of feelings. So humor, one of the very important part of our life. So the first theme of your unit 1 is humor, having some fun, and as usual, uh, the unit is unit is classified into three readings, three reading units. So that is reading A, reading B, reading C. Reading A, that is a story, or you can say which is narrated by the author himself, the narration, and that is The Snake and the Mirror. Second one, reading B, The Duck and the Kangaroo. That is a poem. The Duck and the Kangaroo. You can imagine, and both the first reading A and reading B, both are related to animals. Usually small children, they would like to see the pictures, cartoons. They would like to read the storybooks related with animals, plants, flowers. So to make more attractive, or to make more interesting, so these are related to the first humor, the theme which is related to animals, birds. So reading C, Little Boy. That is a short story related to a small boy who is very notorious like you. So let us go through the textbook. Before starting the lesson, I would like to give you some instructions. The first thing, before watching the lesson, take your textbooks, open the textbooks and the concerned lesson unit with a pencil. Whenever I'll explain you the lesson, and whenever I'll ask you to underline the difficult words, and I will tell you the difficult words meanings, synonyms, write it there itself. Sometime the related grammar part I'll ask you to underline, and even that you underline. Second one, make a notes, classwork note after completing of the lesson. Immediate after completion of the lesson, I'll start even the vocabulary and the grammar part, discourses related to the all the three units, that you have to write in your classwork notes along with date. So these are the first instructions to you which you have to follow. So now let us go through the textbook. Every one of you open your textbooks and observe the textbook. Observe the first page of your textbook. The page where the theme of the lesson is written, name of the lesson is written, and a very attractive, humorous picture is given. This page is called face sheet. This page is called face sheet, where you can see the picture of a monkey. What the monkey is doing? Looking into the mirror. The monkey is looking into the mirror. Have you ever seen that any animal or any pet of your home looking into the mirror? Have you ever seen? I have seen. Sometimes maybe the birds like sparrows, whenever it happened them to go near the mirror and looking into the mirror, they can't understand that that is their image only is reflecting back. They think that the other bird is there in the other side, and they starts fighting with that. So maybe the same reactions with the other animals. If you have any pet animals at home, today itself, take a mirror, keep it in front of your pet dog or cat, whatever that may be, any bird, and see the expressions, the reaction after seeing the image of themselves. So this is one of the very interesting experience. So do it and feel it. So let us go through the textbook face sheet and the picture. The monkey is looking into the mirror. There in the face sheet related to the picture, some questions were given below. Go through that. The first question: what would have prompted the monkey to look at its own reflection in the mirror? What is your idea about the monkey? What happened? What made it to look into the mirror? Definitely, in my opinion, accidentally, not intentionally like us. They don't have any mirrors and they don't have any beauty, conscious. So it is accidental. But monkey a little bit different that are from the other animals. So when it happened the monkey to look into the mirror, it got some interest to look into the mirror and to enjoy it. So that's what definitely the monkey is doing in our picture. Second question: you have to write your opinion. In classwork's note, you have to write your opinion regarding the given picture. What might have been the monkey is thinking by seeing its reflection. Second question: what could be the monkey thinking at this point? Can you imagine what could be the monkey is thinking? Once you imagine yourself, when we look into the mirror, we go through the mirror and we wanted to make some extra beauty, and we will make up our faces and we will make our hair. So these are the some of the common things by seeing the mirror. Immediately every one of you will do that. But as the animals, they don't have such kind of things. Can you imagine? See the question once again. What could be the monkey thinking at this point? After looking into the mirror, what could be the monkey is thinking? The monkey could be thinking, first of all, it may be the other monkey and which is imitating it. Maybe after some time, as the monkey just now I said little bit better than the other animals, it may come to know that it is nothing but its own image. So for the second question also, you have to write your opinion. As already I asked you people to do an experiment. If you have any pet animals, at birds. So keep in front of then the mirror and the practical experience. You have to write as answers of the given questions in the face sheet. So this is all about the face sheet. Next, come to the style sheet. And already I have explained you the snake and the mirror, and reading B, the duck and the kangaroo, the poem, and reading C, the little Bobby. So now let us start the lesson, the snake and the mirror. The lesson Snake and Mirror is written by Vaikam Muhammad Bashir. And who was a Malayalam fiction writer from the state of Kerala. And the same book, The Snake and Mirror, was translated. He wrote it in Malayalam. The same story was translated in English by Bepur Sultan. So in English by Bepur Sultan. And The Snake and Mirror, which is the story written by Vaikam Muhammad Bashir, related to a doctor, a homeopath doctor, and who actually was discussing, otherwise who was narrating his own experience with a snake with his friends. So usually in summer, when we go to our villages, otherwise freely we sit together with our families, and at that time there will be many different kind of topics we discuss. Maybe about devils, about the animals, and about different kind of funny incidents. And this is one of the hilarious incident which took place with a homeopath doctor. As there is no relation at all to the profession of a doctor and a humorous story, but it was a true incident which took place with a doctor. So let us go through the lesson. Every one of you, I think, you are ready with your pencils and textbooks. The Snake and the Mirror. If we will come to the parts of speech, part. What are the parts of speech of snake? Snake, a naming word. What is the naming word? The first parts of speech, the naming word, which you call noun. Is there any other naming word is there in that? Yes, that is mirror. Again, a noun. And what is this and? lesson, we are going to read different kind of grammar part, which is like linkers and past participle and simple past along with phrasal verbs. So see here, and later we can use it as linker also. Now as I am explaining you about the parts of speech, so this is called conjunction. So now let us go through the lesson. Every one of you take your textbook. Let me read the lesson loudly. Every one of you go through the lesson thoroughly with a pencil. The snake and the mirror. Has a snake ever coiled itself round any part of your body? The lesson starting itself is a question. Observe the question. Has a snake ever coiled itself round any part of your body? Can you imagine a snake coiling your body? Any part? So the first thought of snake itself will make you to fear. And apart from that, if you will imagine coiling of any part of your body, so might be this is out of our imagination. Even though, as the question is asked to you, once think over that. Has a snake ever coiled itself round any part of your body? No. Maybe 99% of our answers are no. But it happened with the lesson hero of our lesson, the homeopath doctor. A full-blooded cobra. All of us fell silent. A full-blooded, that means underline that is a strong cobra. Many different kind of snakes are there, and in that python, cobra, black cobra, white cobra, different kind of snakes are there. Some snakes are poisonous and some snakes are just simply they won't do any harm to any others. So cobra, and this is the very poisonous, at the same time it is very strong, a very big snake. The question came from the homeopath. Homeopath, the doctor related to homeopathy, who deals with homeopathy as allopathy, Ayurvedic, like that. Homeopathy, one of the part of medicine treatment. So homeopath, the doctor related to homeopathy. The topic came up when we were discussing snakes. So as all the friends seated together and they were discussing different topic as they were free, and that minute they were discussing about the snakes. We listened attentively as the doctor continued with a tale, like a story. The doctor started telling his own experience, like a story. And if it is, the incident is exactly like a story, it will be very interesting to listen. So everyone, the others were completely silent and they were very much interested to listen the lesson story. It was a hot summer night, about 10 o'clock. The doctor, these are the actual words were given by the doctor. See the quotation marks, which is in the direct speech. It was a hot summer night, about 10 o'clock. I had my meal at the restaurant. What do you mean by restaurant? Restaurant, we can call it as hotel also, where we get food. We can buy food. I had my meal at the restaurant and returned to my room. I heard a noise from above as I opened the door. The sound was a familiar one. I heard a noise immediate after when he returned to his home, and quite natural, every one of you will lock the door, and he opened the lock and the door. Immediately after opening the door, he heard a noise and he went inside. The sound was familiar. What do you mean by familiar? Well known. Familiar. That means familiar. Well known. Many times in class also, we teachers use that kind of words. Your face is, you are familiar to me. Your face is familiar to me. So that means well known. So here the sound. Immediately after opening the door, the doctor or our hero of the lesson, he heard a noise. He knows the noise. Every day might be the same thing is repeating. So that was quite common. One could say that rats and I shared the room. I took out my box of matches and lighted the kerosene lamp on the table. So, as it is a daily routine for the doctor related to the sounds, and he decided that sounds were made definitely by the rats. And he was thinking that as the room where he was living was shared, that means both he and the rats were living together. So such kind of sounds were quite common every day. He never noticed that sounds. So today also the same thing happened. He went inside the room, and when the story was written, at that time very few places were electrified. So as even the doctor's house was also not at all electrified. There is no electricity to just to switch on the light. So what he did, on the table he searched for the matchbox, and then he went to his kerosene lamp. Maybe you have seen the kerosene lamp. It will be a container like this. And inside the container you can see the liquid, the oil, which we call as kerosene, and there lamp, and it can be like this also. And this is the stand to catch it, or to hang it where to catch it, otherwise to hang it wherever they want. So kerosene lamp, usually in olden days, and where there were no electricity, usually in villages. Now also maybe in some villages they were using such kind of kerosene lamps. So what he did, I took out my box of matches and lighted the kerosene lamp on the table. You can see the picture given, the room of the doctor and the table, and here very clearly the picture of kerosene lamp. The house was not electrified. It was a small rented room. The house was a very small rented room. What do you mean by rent? To live there, you have to pay money. Monthly, you have to pay money for using the house. So that is called rent. So that is a rented room, and which was not electrified. I had just set up medical practice and my earnings were very meager. So what he did in that small room, when living in that only, he set up, underline that is a phrasal verb. Later, after completion of the lesson, I will explain you what is a phrasal verb once again, though you have learnt it in the previous classes. I had just set up medical practice and my earnings were meager. Though he was a doctor and he started his medical practice. Medical practice, that means what? Dealing with the patients, to treat patient, and for treating patient, the doctors usually they take money. So that is their earning. Though he was a doctor, but his earning were very meager. That means what? Underline the word meager. That means very less. The earning of the doctor was very less. The amount or the salary of the doctor was very less. I had about 60 rupees in my suitcase. 60 rupees. 60 rupees today maybe not even your pocket money, but once upon a time that was a lump sum amount for them. So 60 rupees was there in his suitcase. What do you mean by suitcase? Underline that. A small box. A small box usually to keep the valuables and to go to a small tour by keeping the things. So where he kept the money? In a small box which is called suitcase. Along with some shirts and dhotis. Even he don't have many dresses also. In that small box, not only he kept the money, along with the money, apart from the money, he kept some dhotis and some shirt. So dhoti, what is that? Have you seen what your grandfather usually wear? In villages particularly, not pant shirt, that is dhoti, a long like cloth. So he kept some dhoti and shirts in the same box. I also possessed one solitary black coat which I was then wearing. I also possessed means having. He have one solitary, underline solitary, that means single. Only one single piece. Solitary, single. What is that? I also possessed one solitary black coat which I was then wearing. So every time he won't wear it. Now and then sometimes he wear it. So the black coat, so which is only one single piece with him, he even kept that one also in the small box. Okay children, let us complete the lesson in next class. So every one of you go through the given meanings and the questions I asked you to answer in your classwork notes, that is related to face sheet. Okay, thank you.